So she's pretty complicated, huh? But a little easier when you break it down into basic shapes, right? Okay, well, I've got a surprise for you. How would you like to see a totally new VeggieTales character? Yeah?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, well, here she is. She's another princess. Her name's Sweet Sweet Petunia, but we call her Petunia for short. She's a rhubarb, and she's a star of our new show, Princess and the Pie War. Now, she looks kind of complicated too, but if you break her down, she's just a lot of simple shapes, like a circle on her head, big triangle here for her body, and of course, circle eyes like that. It's easy as anything else we've done. It just takes a little more time. You ready? We'll just put them all together. Okay, so let's start out. Over here, just same as always. We're going to start with her head. Her head is kind of a circle-ish, just like that. And put it a little off center because the rest of her body is going to come down this way a little bit. Not too near the top, so we have room for her hairdo. And we're not going to draw her straight on. She's standing a little off to the side. And her body, come down here. It's kind of a slanted triangle, not perfectly straight. It's these two kind of curvy shapes. And she's wearing a kind of a closed-in dresses. She's from the kingdom of rhubarb. A very fun clothes, kind of Middle Eastern, Turkish kind of mixed feel. And her foot area comes out the bottom like this. She's a rhubarb. At the end of a rhubarb stalk, it's kind of shaped like a piece of celery. So we have two straight lines here, and then curve up there. Now rhubarb has a big leaf on top of the stalk, but instead of giving Petunia a big leaf, we're giving her a nice big hairdo. This beautiful red hair, kind of parts in the middle and wraps around on either side. Just like that. Comes down in front. Think of this all on just kind of those S curves we've been drawing the whole time. That side and this. And see how the one down the bottom here, it just kind of goes out the side of the area where we did her head, and that way it makes it look like her hair is wrapped around the back. She's got it parted in the middle, and you put a little bit of hair on top too. She's kind of got it pulled back on top. On either side, we gave her little earrings. They're like two pearls stacked, a big one and a little one, just simple circles. She's got a nice chin there. Now right in the middle of her head's turned so the middle is off to the side. Draw a little line to give her place. She's got eyes that aren't tall. They aren't tall egg shapes. They're almost circles, but they're a little bit wider. See that? And like Madame Blueberry, she's got just a simple eyelash like that. Not too low. We don't want her to look bored like we did with Madame Blueberry earlier. This is nice S shape for her eyelashes. There are her eyelids there. I'm gonna make her looking right at us, so this pupil goes right in the middle of that eye, and this one goes off to the side since her head is turned a little bit. You see? She's got a little upturned nose here. I just make it kind of this backwards C shape like that. And she's got lips kind of like Madame Blueberry, just like we drew before, remember? There's that M shape for her mouth line, but this time let it curl up on the ends just a little bit. Gives her a little bit of a smile. We do her top lip, which is an M, like that, and her bottom lip is a U. There. Now behind her head, she's got a ponytail. Remember that when I showed you the model there? Her ponytail is going to come out to the side, and it's braided. Braids can get rather complicated to draw, so we're going to simplify it a little bit. Draw kind of a C shape there. Actually, it might be easier just to draw some really light circles like that. It's kind of, if you drew a line through the middle, it'd be kind of curved. So kind of stack them off to the side. This top one's going behind her neck a little bit. And now darken it on either side. Don't draw it closed, and that way it gives it a feel like it's folding over itself and kind of stacked. And you can draw little lines in the middle to make it feel like the hair is folded over and braided. Okay? And at the end of this last circle, it's a little hair band to tie it off. And then her hair comes off the end, and it's like a circle with a point on it. So at the end of her ponytail curls up like that. Okay, I've gotten that line kind of dark, and I don't want it to be the most important thing, so let's darken everything else just a little bit more so it comes out in front. The darker something is, the more importance you give it, the more attention it wants. You want people looking at what you want them to look at. So let's make her eyes even the darkest part, so people look at her eyes first. There. Got that? Now see, that was a ponytail. It was kind of hard, kind of complicated, but we did it all right. Now let's put her dress on. Right on her neck, right under her chin. This little curve shape like that, just barely curved. It almost looks straight, but let it curve up and back around. See, it goes right behind her neck there, because the collar is just a little bit loose. And see, halfway is about right here. Come up halfway, but above the halfway mark where her belt is. We'll put this is where her belt will be, right in the middle. You see, the bottom of her belt is just a little over halfway up. It's kind of a wide sash, kind of a wrap where it goes around. And the top part of her dress comes off in front where it's a little blousy. And then right underneath the collar line, let's put this little, the decoration on it. So this part where it kind of has a little lace up in the front. There. Nice border. And to make this feel like this is a sash that's wrapped around, you can put a couple lines on it that are curved. One like that, and then one like that to intersect it to make it feel like it's like a silk scarf wrapped around her waist. And the skirt, let's even make it a little bit bigger than I drew. That's one thing why you want to draw light, so in case you change your mind, I'll make that just a little bigger, a little blousier. And this has a part that wraps around like this real shallow S curve like that, and then back around this side too. So it's got two different parts. And then along the bottom, draw these little diamond shapes. It's like two triangles stacked on top of each other, that way and that way without the line in the middle. It's like these little sequins that run down the bottom of her dress. And one stuck in behind there. See that? Feels like it's wrapped around on the other side. There you go. And you can put a ground plane in there. There you go.